Your muscles are disappearing right now while you're watching this. After 60, you lose up to 3% of your muscle mass every year, but 99% of seniors are eating the wrong protein, and it's making the loss worse. One study found that seniors eating the right protein rebuilt muscle 67% faster than those eating chicken breast. That's not a typo. 67% faster. In this video, we're revealing the number one protein that rebuilds muscle after 60, plus the four worst proteins that are actually stealing your strength. Stick around because the science behind this will shock you. And the best part? You can start today. Before we begin, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? We're reading and replying to every single one. Now, here's what your doctor probably didn't tell you. After 60, your body becomes protein resistant. That means the chicken, eggs, and protein shakes that worked in your 30s don't work anymore. Your muscles need more protein to trigger the same growth response. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality, timing, and the specific amino acid profile. Most seniors are eating plenty of protein. But it's the wrong kind, and their muscles keep shrinking anyway. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that 68% of adults over 65 are losing muscle despite eating the recommended protein intake. Why? Because they're missing the key, the one protein source that contains everything your aging muscles desperately need. Every fact in this video is backed by peer-reviewed research. All references are linked in the description below. Let's start with why most proteins fail after 60. Then we'll reveal the number one protein that actually works. Why most proteins fail after 60. Your body has changed, and most people don't realize it. After 60, three things happen that make muscle building harder. First, anabolic resistance. Your muscle cells become less sensitive to protein. You need 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal just to trigger muscle synthesis. That's double what younger adults need. Second, reduced stomach acid. Your stomach produces less hydrochloric acid as you age. That means you can't break down protein as efficiently. Even if you eat it, you're not absorbing it. A 2020 study in Age and Aging found that 40% of seniors have low stomach acid. They're eating protein, but it's passing through undigested. Third, inflammation. Chronic inflammation blocks muscle growth signals. It's like trying to build a house while someone's tearing it down. Your body is in constant repair mode, and muscle building takes a back seat. So what's the solution? You need a protein that's highly bioavailable, easy to absorb, rich in leucine, the muscle-building trigger, complete with all essential amino acids, anti-inflammatory, easy to digest even with low stomach acid. Most proteins check one or two boxes, but only one checks them all. And we're about to reveal it. But first, let's expose the four worst proteins for seniors, the ones that are quietly sabotaging your muscle mass right now. The four worst proteins for seniors. Worst protein number 4, plant-based protein powders. They're marketed as healthy, clean, natural, heart-friendly. But for seniors trying to rebuild muscle, they're a disaster. Here's why. Most plant proteins are incomplete. They're missing one or more essential amino acids. Pea protein is low in methionine. Rice protein is low in lysine. And even when they're combined, the leucine content is still too low. Leucine is the amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. You need at least 2.5 to 3 grams per meal. Most plant proteins deliver less than 1.5 grams. A 2019 study in Nutrients compared whey protein to pea protein in adults over 65. The whey group gained 2.3 kilograms of lean muscle in 12 weeks. The pea protein group gained only 0.8 kilograms. That's an 18.7% difference. Plant proteins also contain anti-nutrients, phytates and lectins that block mineral absorption. You're not just missing out on muscle growth, you're losing zinc, iron, and calcium too. The verdict: if you're vegan, you can make it work with careful planning. But for most seniors, plant proteins are not optimal for muscle rebuilding. Worst protein number 3, deli meats and processed cold cuts. Convenient? Yes. Healthy? Absolutely not. Deli turkey, ham, roast beef, and salami are loaded with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives. These chemicals trigger inflammation, and inflammation is the enemy of muscle growth. A 2020 study in the International Journal of Epidemiology found that seniors who ate processed meats 4 times per week had 24% higher inflammatory markers. Higher inflammation means slower recovery, weaker muscles, and increased risk of sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss. But there's more. Processed meats are also linked to insulin resistance. When your insulin doesn't work properly, your muscles can't absorb amino acids efficiently. You're eating protein, but it's not getting into your muscle cells. The verdict? Skip the deli counter. Choose fresh, unprocessed meats instead. Worst protein number 2, protein bars. They seem perfect for seniors. Portable, no cooking required, high in protein. But read the label. Most protein bars are candy bars in disguise. They're loaded with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and inflammatory seed oils. The protein source is usually soy protein isolate or milk protein concentrate. Both are heavily processed and poorly absorbed by aging digestive systems. A 2021 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society tested protein bars in seniors. Despite eating 20 grams of protein from bars, muscle protein synthesis barely increased. Why? Because the protein was bound up with sugars and additives. The body couldn't access it. Plus, the sugar spike causes insulin resistance over time. That makes it even harder to build muscle. The verdict? Protein bars are emergency food, not a muscle-building strategy. Worst protein number 1, factory-farmed chicken breast. This one shocks people. Chicken breast has been the gold standard of healthy protein for decades. But for seniors, it's actually one of the worst choices, and here's why. Factory-farmed chicken is raised on GMO corn and soy, it's pumped with antibiotics, and it contains virtually no omega-3 fatty acids. The omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is completely out of balance. That creates inflammation. Second, skinless chicken breast is too lean. It has almost no fat. And you need fat to absorb fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K. These vitamins are critical for muscle function and bone strength. Without them, your muscles can't contract properly. Third, chicken breast is dry and hard to digest. Many seniors struggle to chew and swallow it. They end up eating less protein overall. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate skinless chicken breast more than 5 times per week had 16% higher rates of muscle loss. Their cholesterol didn't improve, but their inflammation markers rose. The verdict? If you eat chicken, choose pasture-raised with the skin on. Or better yet, switch to the number 1 protein we're about to reveal. But before we do, if you're finding this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss more science-backed health tips for seniors. Now, let's reveal the number 1 protein for rebuilding muscle after 60. The number 1 protein for seniors. Here it is, the single best protein for rebuilding muscle mass after 60. Wild-caught salmon. Not farmed, wild-caught. And here's why it's in a league of its own. Reason number 1, highest bioavailable protein. Salmon contains all 9 essential amino acids in perfect ratios. It's a complete protein. And it's one of the most easily digested proteins on Earth. Even with low stomach acid, your body can break it down and absorb it. A 100-gram serving of wild salmon delivers 25 grams of high-quality protein. That's enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis in one meal. Reason number 2, rich in leucine. Leucine is the master switch for muscle growth. It activates mTOR, the pathway that tells your muscles to grow. Wild salmon contains 2.8 grams of leucine per serving. That's more than chicken, beef, or eggs. A 2020 study in clinical nutrition showed that seniors who consumed leucine-rich fish protein gained muscle 67% faster than those eating lean poultry. That's the study we mentioned at the beginning, and it's not a small difference. Reason number 3, loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. This is where salmon becomes a superstar. Wild salmon is one of the richest sources of EPA and DHA. These omega-3s are anti-inflammatory. They reduce the chronic inflammation that blocks muscle growth. A 2019 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who took omega-3 supplements increased muscle protein synthesis by 50%. But when they ate whole fish like salmon, the effect was even stronger. Because you're getting the protein and the omega-3s together, they work synergistically. The omega-3s help shuttle amino acids into muscle cells. They also improve insulin sensitivity. That means your muscles can absorb nutrients more efficiently. Reason number 4, packed with vitamin D. Most seniors are vitamin D deficient, and vitamin D is essential for muscle function. It helps your muscles contract, it supports nerve signaling, and it activates genes involved in muscle growth. Wild salmon is one of the few foods naturally high in vitamin D. A 100-gram serving provides over 600 REIU. That's more than most supplements. A 2021 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that seniors with higher vitamin D levels maintained 22% more muscle mass over 3 years. Salmon gives you that vitamin D in the most absorbable form. Reason number 5, contains astaxanthin. This is the secret weapon. Astaxanthin is a powerful antioxidant that gives wild salmon its pink color. It's 6,000 times stronger than vitamin C, and it protects your muscle cells from oxidative damage. After 60, your muscles produce more free radicals during exercise. These free radicals damage muscle tissue and slow recovery. Astaxanthin neutralizes them. A 2020 study in Marine Drugs found that astaxanthin supplementation improved muscle recovery by 35% in older adults. But you don't need a supplement. Just eat wild salmon twice a week. Reason number 6, easy to prepare and digest. Unlike tough cuts of meat, salmon is soft and moist. It's easy to chew and swallow. Even seniors with dental issues can eat it comfortably. You can bake it, grill it, or poach it. It takes 15 minutes to cook. And it pairs with any vegetable or grain. A landmark 2022 study in nutrients followed 180 adults over 65 for 6 months. Group A ate wild salmon 3 times per week. Group B ate chicken breast 3 times per week. Group C ate plant-based proteins. After 6 months, Group A gained an average of 3.2 kilograms of lean muscle. Group B gained 1.4 kilograms. Group C gained only 0.6 kilograms. Group A also showed 41% improvement in grip strength, 33% faster walking speed, 28% reduction in inflammatory markers. The researchers concluded that wild salmon is the optimal protein for muscle rebuilding in older adults. How much do you need? Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. Each serving should be 4 to 6 ounces, about the size of your palm. That gives you 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. Pair it with leafy greens and a healthy fat like olive oil or avocado. This combination maximizes nutrient absorption. Wild vs. farmed. The difference matters. Always choose wild-caught salmon. Farmed salmon is fed corn and soy. It contains fewer omega-3s and more omega-6s. It's also treated with antibiotics and artificial coloring. Wild salmon is leaner, cleaner, and more nutrient-dense. Look for labels that say Wild Alaskan Salmon, Sockeye, Coho, King Salmon. These are the best varieties. What if you don't like salmon? If salmon isn't your thing, here are the next best options. Number 2, sardines with bones and skin. High in calcium, omega-3s, and complete protein, easy to digest, affordable. Number 3, grass-fed beef with some fat, rich in creatine, which supports muscle strength. High in B12 and iron. Choose cuts like sirloin or ribeye. Number 4, pasture-raised eggs, whole with yolk. Complete protein with all essential amino acids. High in choline for nerve function. Easy to prepare. But if you want the absolute best results, wild salmon is the clear winner. How to maximize muscle growth? Eating the right protein is step 1. But to truly rebuild muscle after 60, you need to do 3 more things. Number 1, eat protein at every meal. Don't save all your protein for dinner. Your muscles need a steady supply throughout the day. Aim for 30 to 40 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A 2019 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who distributed protein evenly across meals gained 25% more muscle than those who ate most of it at dinner. Number 2, combine protein with resistance training. Protein alone won't rebuild muscle. You need to stimulate your muscles with resistance. That means lifting light weights, using resistance bands, doing bodyweight exercises like squats and push-ups. Even 20 minutes, 3 times per week makes a massive difference. A 2020 study in Age and Aging showed that seniors who combined protein intake with resistance training gained 4.1 kilograms of muscle in 12 weeks. Those who only ate protein without exercise gained just 0.9 kilograms. Number 3, take vitamin D and magnesium. These two nutrients work with protein to build muscle. Vitamin D activates muscle growth genes. Magnesium helps muscles contract and recover. Most seniors are deficient in both. Take 2,000 international units of vitamin D3 daily and 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate before bed. This combination, plus wild salmon, creates the perfect muscle-building environment. There you have it, the #1 protein for rebuilding muscle mass after 60, wild-caught salmon. It's not just protein, it's a complete muscle-building system in one food. High-quality protein, leucine to trigger growth, omega-3s to fight inflammation, vitamin D for muscle function, and astaxanthin to protect your cells. No other protein comes close. The science is clear. Seniors who eat wild salmon 2 to 3 times per week gain muscle faster, recover quicker, and stay stronger longer. Now it's your turn. Are you going to keep eating the same proteins that aren't working? Or are you ready to make the switch? Drop a comment below and tell us, what's your biggest challenge with building muscle after 60? We're reading and applying to every single one. And if this video helped you, smash that subscribe button right now. We're dropping new science-backed health tips for seniors every single week. Your muscles don't have to disappear. You have the power to rebuild them. Starting today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.